What's up, Bulls Nation? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all as excited as I am because today we're diving into one of the biggest stories in recent NBA history. Kevin Durant's Chicago dream is finally becoming a reality. Yes, you heard that right. The King of Brooklyn, the Slim Reaper himself, KD, is heading to the Chicago Bulls. But how did this happen? What does this mean for the Bulls' future? And most importantly, what should you, the fans, expect as we get ready to witness this new era of Chicago basketball? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't miss any of the juicy updates coming your way. Now let's get into it. If you're a longtime fan of Kevin Durant, you've probably heard the rumors swirling around for years about his possible move to Chicago. For those who don't know, KD has always had an admiration for the city of Chicago. Whether it was through his business ventures, his occasional appearances in the city, or even through comments he's made in interviews, Durant has never been shy about his love for the Windy City. The idea of him joining the Bulls was something that fans have dreamed about for a long time, but now, in 2024, it's finally happening. It's not just a rumor anymore, it's reality. The question on everyone's mind now is how this move came to fruition and what it means for the Chicago Bulls going forward. Let's rewind a bit and take a closer look at how this dream became a reality. In the past few years, the Chicago Bulls have been quietly rebuilding under the leadership of General Manager Art Raskarniovas and Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations Mark Eversley. After several years of mediocrity following Derrick Rose's injuries, Chicago's front office finally started putting the pieces together. In 2021, the Bulls made some big moves. The acquisition of Nikola Vucevic and the signing of DeMar DeRozan were just the beginning. They were sending a clear message to the league. They weren't rebuilding anymore, they were ready to compete. With Zach LaVine's rise to stardom, the Bulls were finally becoming a team to be reckoned with. But even with those additions, Chicago needed that one extra superstar to push them over the top, someone who could take the team to the next level. Enter Kevin Durant. Durant's decision to choose Chicago comes down to a variety of factors. One of the main reasons is the Bulls' continued progression as a legitimate contender. After years of being stuck in mediocrity, Chicago finally had the pieces to build around a true superstar. With LaVine's athleticism, DeRozan's versatility, and Vucevic's presence in the paint, the Bulls had a solid foundation. But it was clear they needed that extra piece to challenge the true NBA elite. And that's where KD comes in. Not only does he bring star power and scoring ability, but his leadership and championship pedigree make him the perfect player to push the Bulls into true contention for an NBA title. Now, let's talk about what Kevin Durant brings to the table. This is a player who's won 2 NBA championships, 2 Finals MVPs, and been named to multiple All-NBA teams. He's a 4-time scoring champion, and his ability to score in almost any situation is second to none. Whether it's his pull-up three-pointer, his silky smooth mid-range game, or his ability to get to the basket, Durant's scoring arsenal is practically unguardable. For the Chicago Bulls, this is exactly the type of player they've been missing. While LaVine and DeRozan can score in their own right, KD is on another level when it comes to putting the ball in the basket. His scoring will instantly elevate the Bulls' offense to one of the best in the NBA. But scoring isn't the only thing Durant brings. His versatility on the offensive end is a major asset as well. Not only can he score from virtually anywhere on the floor, but he's also a highly skilled passer who can create for others. This will help to alleviate some of the playmaking duties for guys like LaVine and DeRozan, giving them more freedom to focus on their own games. Durant's presence will make everyone around him better, and it gives head coach Billy Donovan more flexibility in drawing up offensive sets. The Bulls will now be able to run multiple styles of offense, whether it's isolation for KD, pick and roll with Vucevic, or off-ball movement with DeRozan and LaVine. The possibilities are endless. One of the underrated aspects of Kevin Durant's game is his defense. For someone with his offensive skills, he's also an elite defender. At 6'10" with a wingspan that stretches over 7'5", Durant is a matchup nightmare for opposing players. He's shown throughout his career that he can guard multiple positions, whether it's a power forward, small forward, or even a shooting guard. His defensive capabilities will make the Bulls' already solid defense even stronger. When you pair him with a defender like Alex Caruso, who is known for locking down perimeter players, the Bulls could have one of the best defensive units in the NBA. So, what does this mean for the Bulls' championship aspirations? In one word, everything. The addition of Kevin Durant instantly transforms the Bulls from a team that hopes to make a deep playoff run into a legitimate title contender. The Eastern Conference is always tough, with powerhouse teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, Boston Celtics, and Miami Heat standing in the way. But with Durant, the Bulls now have a player who can go toe-to-toe with the best of them. He's been to the finals, and he knows what it takes to win at the highest level. When you add a player of KD's caliber to a team that already has talented pieces like DeRozan, LaVine, and Vu, you're looking at a squad that can compete with anyone in the league. It's important to mention how Durant fits with the Bulls' current core, especially DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. On paper, you might think that two players like DeRozan and Durant, who are both best known for their mid-range games, could clash stylistically. But the truth is, they complement each other perfectly. DeRozan is a fantastic playmaker, and he can play off the ball, allowing Durant to be the focal point of the offense. Meanwhile, LaVine's three-point shooting and athleticism provide the perfect spacing for Durant to operate. With these three stars, the Bulls will be a nightmare for defenses. And let's not forget that the Bulls also have quality role players like Caruso, who can lock up defensively, and Williams, who is still developing but has the potential to be a key contributor down the road. Looking ahead, the future of the Chicago Bulls is brighter than ever. While Durant is 36 years old, he's still playing at a high level and has at least a few more prime years left in him. Chicago knows that this is a now or never moment. This is their window to make a push for the NBA championship, and Durant gives them the best chance to do that. But it's not just about the present. The message that this trade sends is that the Bulls are no longer content with just being a playoff team. They are all in on winning titles, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to bring a championship back to Chicago. The fan reaction to this news has been absolutely electric. From social media blowing up with excitement to Bulls fans already starting to plan their trips to the United Center, you can feel the energy in the city. Chicago fans have been waiting for this moment for years, and now that it's here, they're ready to embrace their new superstar. The city of Chicago is known for its passionate fan base, and having a player like KD in the mix only fuels that fire even more. Bulls fans have been through a lot in recent years, from the highs of the Derrick Rose era to the lows of the post-Rose rebuild. But with Durant in town, it's a fresh start, a new era for a franchise that's ready to return to its former glory. So, what's next for the Chicago Bulls? Well, the road to the NBA Finals starts now. With Durant on board, the team's goals are clear: win a championship. They have the talent, the coaching, and the leadership to do it. But it's not going to be easy. The Eastern Conference is stacked, and the road to the finals will be a tough one. But with KD leading the charge, anything is possible. Bulls fans have every right to be excited, and the entire NBA will be watching closely as Chicago takes its next steps toward championship contention. And that's all we have for today, Bulls fans. Kevin Durant's dream of playing in Chicago is finally a reality, and the future of the Chicago Bulls is looking incredibly bright. What are your thoughts on KD joining the Bulls? How do you think he'll fit with the team? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I love hearing from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and analysis on everything Chicago Bulls. We've got a lot more content coming your way, so stay tuned. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep supporting the Bulls, and remember, the Windy City Assassin is officially in the building.